Hey guys, Tari here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on road to Kharkov, playing for spawning in the north. We have Ash playing as Brits, and his loadout is Royal Engineers, Advanced Emplacements, and Mobile Assault. Teaming up with him will be MoaningMinnie, who's rolling with Terror Tactics, Guard Motor, and Shock Rifle Frontline. I really hope we don't see advanced emplacements this game. In the north, we have the Mad Hat and Stormless. You've probably seen these guys on Twitch, teaming up many a time. Mad Hat playing his OKW, and his loadout is Breakthrough, Scavenge, and Spec Ops. Probably best loadout for 2v2s. And Stormless playing his Austere has Elite Troops, Joint Ops, and Lightning War. I'll be surprised if we see Joint Ops. Maybe that's a response to all the emplacement play we've been seeing recently, which has been a bit of a bummer. But when you're teaming up with OKW player, actually a really good counter to emplacements is just the Jagdtiger. Has 85 range, which is actually 5 more range than the 17 pounder. So you can actually outrange the 17 pounder. And then once you kill that, you can kill any emplacement at your leisure from extra long range. The key is not to lose before you get to 15 CPs. Anyway, to the game at hand. Some Kubel doing a nice bit of damage to that infantry section at long range. Going to retreat shortly. Kubel's coming into close range now.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Sturms just hold on to this garrison. Very important you do not lose control of this garrison as the northern team, but kind of unfortunate he doesn't have a machine gun to chuck in there. That would be ideal, and probably will get forced out of here eventually, unless he brings his Kubel over to try and flank this Maxim. And we've got nice building control over here by Stormless. I mean, at the very least you want to hold on to this garrison with your machine gun when you're in this spawn in 2v2s, but if you can hold on to this one, get those extra couple resource territories. Really nice building to hold on to there. So he did try and bring that Kubel in for a bit of a flank. Got a bit of damage off onto the Maxim, but luckily there were some conscripts there for support. Enough damage to force that off. We've got a rather ambitious mortar team placement here. Looks like he's putting a barrage onto this Maxim. Oh, now that's going to have to retreat. No. Maxim refaces, switches to the Kubel. This could be a dead Kubel. No. On that road, very quick acceleration there, got away to safety. Looks like the conscripts did win that engagement there. Still got Stormless doing a bit of capping over here on this flank, but this flank hasn't seen much action. It's mainly been concentrated over here. And I think part of the reason for it is because northern players have been holding on to this garrison. It's kind of been stalling the Allies' progress, which is pretty good for the Axis, because this cutoff can be super nasty, very hard to defend. Ever since they switched it, I mean they switched it when they changed the map originally a few months ago, then they moved it, the cutoff used to be back here, but now they moved it up here. It has made it a lot harder to defend once again. Same with this one. It used to be back here, now it's up here. In a spot that you can actually harass it, but seems to be harder to defend the northern one still. Oh, that could be a dead Royal Engineer. No. That squad should get away alright. So yeah, I feel like the Axis have got off to a pretty good start so far. Sometimes the Axis can get on the back foot early against allies, but not today. It seems like they've been holding slight territory advantage. I mean, the VP situation dead even, but I feel like they've had a few more of those standard resource territories under their control. Okay, conscript Uran to cover. But I mean, this is just a huge force here from the Mad Hat. One conscript squad, doesn't matter if they're behind heavy cover, they stand no real chance. Oh, here comes the Maxim though, just in the nick of time. Ooh, nice bit of suppression there. And now they've got a Vickers over here as well. This is trouble for the Axis. A lot of machine guns now for the Allies. We've got one mortar so far from Stormless. I see that Mad Hat has gone for his mechanized regiment, so he's probably going to be pulling out a Luke's, I imagine. Which are very effective against machine guns. And because the Axis fuel hasn't been harassed at all so far, should be out a decent amount before any Allied light vehicles, except for maybe, there you see. In fact, I mean, he's gone well past his threshold of fuel there. So, I mean, honestly, it's probably a bit late to go for a Luke's now. It's about 30 fuel past it. Maybe he's thinking about going for the walking Stuka. So yeah, Axis making a good push here. Allies are not having much luck. Seems like the machine guns are getting flanked quite a bit. Not dishing out the suppression and getting those retreats going. It seems to be the key to success so far for the Axis. Also the indirect fire mortar doing a lot of damage. Okay, we've seen G43s, which means elite troops for Stormless. I generally do not recommend going for G43s. I feel like... Oh, actually, this could be alright. G43s. Depends. If Ash goes for weapon upgrades for his infantry sections, I feel like it's kind of a bad idea, because then you bleed too much running into good engagement range for those G43s. But if he doesn't, I mean... it should be alright. They go fine against conscripts. And obviously we don't have US forces. That's the real issue at the G43s. Riflemen just wreck G43s at all ranges. Really not worthwhile getting G43s against riflemen. Especially once they get those bars up. Basically just got a poor man's rifle squad at that point. Ooh, Kubel takes one this shot, but he gets out of there in the nick of time. Now the Axis camp right on the cutoff here. This is really looking dire. We do see the 5-man bolster coming in from Ash. So that's probably why we haven't seen any light vehicle from him so far. Maybe he's just going to wait for 5 CPs get out that land mattress. Instead of going for... Oh, what is this? Dead MG42 there. Uh-oh. We do now have a mortar from MoaningMinnie. There's a lot of M's. Oh, walking Stuka was indeed. Oh, decent barrage there. Got 3 kills. Could have been a lot worse, man. That was a very lucky Zis gun. And it looks like Ash is actually gaining some traction. Oh, that was a dead Vickers, I think. Lost it to that stolen flamethrower. Oh no, that must have been a dead Royal Engineer as well for Ash. Check that stats. Units. Yes. Oh, that's bad news for Ash. I mean, he was making some pretty good headway on this flank, but now losing that MG and Royal Engineer, that's pretty punishing. Especially with that flamethrower falling into enemy hands. And I wonder if that was... got his G43s as well as the flamethrower. I mean, he could, and that would make it super nasty. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the replay section of COH2.org recently, but there have been a few replays with a guy called Treza actually having the urban assault doctrine for Ostia in auto match. Those urban assault P-greens, they seem very, very strong. One of those commanders that never actually got released, but somehow he's got it.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And yeah, this is where the G43s go well. If you go for the bolster rather than the weapon upgrades on the infantry sections, this is where the G43s can actually be alright. And just as I say that, they're getting wrecked by this infantry section. I suppose they were at long range though. And now the allies are pushing out quite effectively. Here comes the T-70 as well. This could really swing things back into the allies' favour. Oh, right in the wrong time for Mad Hat. He's putting this down. It was scouted. That was so risky to do it with that Royal Engineer squad right there. T-70 comes. Ensures that that will not be completed. And now the Mad Hat looks like he lost most of that fuel. I'm not sure how the cancelling system works in terms of getting resources back. I've actually been meaning to make a video about that, but I haven't got around to it. I've been hard at work on my next starter series video, which is pretty much done. Just need some artwork for it. I'm just waiting on that. So you've got that looking forward to. That's going to be on garrisons and trenches. Oh, he's using the assault tactical advance. What that does is gives them bonus accuracy, but also gives them the same bonus received accuracy that they get. So good to do on like retreating squads where nothing's shooting at you, but not the best when stuff is shooting at you. That squad can go down extremely quickly with tactical advance on. Oh, Stuka obliterates that MG. That's the shot he's waiting for. That was actually his second barrage, I think. And he gets the money shot there. I know a lot of players when playing OKW2 do go straight for the Stuka and actually have all those Stuka recharge bulletins loaded. So it seems to be pretty critical for Axis play, that walking Stuka, getting those good barrages off. And when you do have the 3 recharge bulletins, I mean that's 15% faster recharge. That is a pretty sizable difference. There's this barrage going into the garrison here. It's kind of a bit shallow though, seems to be hitting the walls. There we go, that's the first good hit. And man, we're seeing Ash maybe overextending here, going quite deep on this flank, but putting some good pressure onto the Axis fuel. What is that coming out here? That's a Panzer IV for Stormless. Pretty much what you'd expect to see. Oh! Oh wow! Oh no, Land Mattress just wrecking it. Forces a whole heap of retreats there. Wipes the Kubel. Yeah, Land Mattress definitely performing a lot better than Walking Stuka, I feel. Especially when you consider it cost for cost. So cheap in terms of fuel. I mean, such a huge spread. The rockets are so damaging. Perhaps it's slightly overperforming. Okay, so Panzer IV for Stormless. This is good. Doesn't have enough munitions to upgrade with the Pintle, which is very unfortunate.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
There's a Walking Stuka barrage. Oh, he's targeting the mortar, looks like. Oh, and he gets it. Nicely done there by Mad Hat. Feels like MoaningMinnie's bleeding quite a lot. In fact, both of the allied players, I mean, if you look at their supply, they're around 40. The Axis closer to 60. They've definitely been suffering a few losses. What happened to Minnie's? No, T70's still alive. But yeah, I mean, he suffered a few losses. So despite their excellent map control situation, they are slightly behind in terms of army size. That could be trouble over the next few minutes. Kind of interesting to see Mad Hat double down onto his mechanized, going for both the Puma and the walking Stuka. Oh, and we're seeing him use breakthrough. Perhaps he's hoping to do some rapid capping. Is this enemy territory is neutralized more quickly? I always forget which ones are neutralized more quickly and which ones cap more quickly. It's sometimes a bit confusing. Oh, what are you doing, Puma? Get out of there, mate. Oh, he does. He gets around the corner. Way to safety. Oh, this 6-pounder is way out of position here. What's he doing? He's running it even further forwards. He's trying to hit that Panzer IV, but down it goes. I think he wasn't paying very good attention to that AT gun. And that would be devastating if that falls into the hands of the Mad Hat here. Oh, but it won't. Here comes the land mattress barrage. Oh, look at this barrage. Wow. Did a lot of damage. Now he's got to try to get it the hell out of there, though. He's got that fence to try and run around. Could be a dead squad, though, on retreat. Yep, there it goes. Lucky the last few shots there by those infantry sections. Here comes a Panzer IV and a Flak Panzer, and the Allies having lost that 6-pounder. They don't really have a good answer to this right now. Still got their Zis gun, but that's on the other flank. Stormless going deep here. Not used to deciding against it, trying to look for that land mattress, I think, but that has also scurried away now. And here comes the Zis. I'm going to find perhaps the rear arm of this Panzer IV. So coming in incendiary artillery onto the stolen 6-pounder, hoping to clear it. It's pretty good scatter with the flames, but not going to do enough damage. Walking Stuka on the Zis now. Oh, but he does a good job there. Sometimes it's a better idea to move laterally with your team weapons, because quite often players will barrage towards your retreat path. So if you just retreat, they'll catch your squads on retreat. And that's exactly what we saw Minnie do there. Nicely done. Oh, I thought there was going to be a wipe there. They're all clumped up on that light cover. AoE on those Panzer Fusilier grenades isn't that good, though. Oh, and here comes the first Cromwell for Ash. Oh, don't die, buddy. Doesn't have Vet 1 on the Puma, so can't use that aim shot. Fusiliers. I think they were targeting this. Oh, he's trying to catch them on the retreat with that grenade there, but I don't think Ash was even monitoring that engagement. Kind of unlucky for him. Usually in those kind of situations, you maybe throw your grenade behind your opponent, hoping they'll retreat through it and then they'll die. Oh no, and he gets caught on retreat there as well. That is actually just really bad luck for Mad Hat. He's getting rotten luck on his retreats here. Getting cut down and retreating many times. MoaningMinnie's on a pretty good track towards the ice too. Should have enough fuel by the time 13 CPs roll around on the ticket. And as for Mad Hat, I don't know what he's up to now. Maybe he's just going straight for the Yak Tiger next. We'll have to wait and see. Another walking Stuka barrage coming in. Looks like it's maybe targeting the Zis again. Oh, almost actually kills. The Su-76 there took a few rockets to the face. Where's that incendiary artillery coming in? Here it is. The T-guns trying to find this Cromwell, but it's hiding behind that garrison quite nicely. But all these squads suppressed here, they're not making much headway. Oh, but that will make some good headway. Land mattress barrage. Oh, and it catches that squad on retreat. This AT gun also dies. Land mattress just so strong. I mean, if you compare this to the Katyusha, just so much better. Comes so much earlier as well. Maybe it should come around 8 CPs a bit later. That way you don't have a chance to vet it up so early. One thing that isn't worthy of note in this commander is you can build trenches with your infantry sections, and then you can actually spawn infiltration units from your trenches, and that can be a nasty surprise for your opponents. So it's just a hot tip that will be coming up from my coming video on trenches. Well, it seems like the Axis are on the back foot, though. I mean, it kind of feels like they've got the large army, but Matt has been losing quite a lot of squads. He's very low on infantry right now. It looks like he's spent some more fuel. He's put down the Schwer again, this time covering the Kharkov. Interesting stuff. As I said, I thought he was going to save straight for the Jagdtiger, and if he had done so by time 15 CPs had rolled around, I think he would have had enough fuel for it, honestly. So kind of confusing why he didn't go for that. This is a pretty nice map for the Jagdtiger, honestly. I mean, you can put it on this side, cover these two VPs quite effectively, especially if you come up and crush that hedgerow, get that extra line of sight going. Oh man, this land mattress is just wrecking it right now. Look how much damage it does to Schwer HQ. This is so strong, man. So many rockets. And now he's got 2 of them. Oh no. Was that why there were so many rockets? There were 2 of them. That one's close to Vet 2. This one's half level of variancy so far. I feel like Stormless hasn't had much effectiveness with his medium tanks since that initial push he had. They've just been coming forwards, taking a few AT gun shots, taking a few Cromwell shots, backing off for repairs. And he's only got 1 squad of Pioneers for repairs at the moment, so the repairs coming in extremely slowly. Not actually making use of this mechanized regiment right now. I probably should with one of those mediums over there. And there we go, we get to see the AoE on that. Not that strong for those Panzerfusilier grenades. Oh, and he may lose the squad. No. Treats in the nick of time there. Oh, that was a huge mortar shell there. Got an Su-76 barrage coming into the centre. Very close on VP still, but I feel like the Allies are kind of ahead right now. It seems like their indirect fire is slightly superior to the Axis at this stage. Looks like Stormless is starting to float up manpower, perhaps thinking about that Tiger. He's still about 2 CPs away from that though. Oh man, look at this land mattress. 1 wipe, 2 wipes, 3 wipes, 3 wipes there. Ouch. That's what I was talking about. These things are racking up the kills. 24 on this one, and this one's still to come, man. It was just 1 land mattress. Oh no! Got 5 kills there, almost wipes that squad, and it actually does a lot of damage to tanks. Looks like the Panzer IV is a bit far forwards for those rockets to actually connect with them, but here comes the Cromwell. Oh, but the Puma's there for support. Pops the aim shot, locks the turret, but outgunned there now that that pack has been cleared, and in comes EC-76 barrage, putting some good pressure onto the Schwer HQ. And I don't know what he's planning on doing here. He has enough fuel for a Panther. I don't know why he's even got this tech structure if he's not going to make a tank from it. But it kind of looks like he's now going to save for the Yak Tiger. But as I was saying, he should have just gone straight for it and forgotten about this tech structure. It's going to be 2 dead tech structures now for Mad Hatter, or at least it's looking that way. Looks like he doesn't want to risk getting his IS-2 snared, even though there's not enough to really follow up on it. Oh, but at the same time, here comes the AT grenade onto the P4. Doesn't have, hasn't popped smoke quite yet. Puma's there for support, needs to pop smoke now. No, it's not going to. But down goes the Schwer to the follow-up action from the Crommy. And yeah, now the Axis badly behind, and we've still got 30 fuel to go, and this could be trouble because now the Allies could probably access this cutoff, and the next 30 fuel could be about 3 minutes before they actually see that, and in that time they're probably going to lose the game.
We have 200 points remaining.
Okay, we've got incendiary artillery coming in, preventing these Axis forces from pushing back out. Where's that? Is that walking Stuka still alive? I haven't seen it barrage for a while. Oh, here it comes. It walks right into the range of this Cromwell, though. Now Cromwell's doing heavy damage to the P4. P4 could easily go down here. Comes out the next Cromwell shot. No. In comes the AT grenade on the Puma. That's going to be dead. Yep. And as I was saying, I feel like Stormless hasn't been terribly effective with both his medium tanks so far. Seems like they come forward, take a couple shots, back away without getting much done, unfortunately. Maybe he would have been better served going for a Stug instead of one of those two. I feel like that would be performing slightly better against current Allied force composition. And here comes the Tiger Ace, though. This could salvage the game for the Axis. Down goes the Mechanized Regiment. So they're about to have the Tiger Ace and the Yak Tiger come online at pretty much the same time. Also good to see that Stormless does have 2 Pioneer squads. You want at least 2 Pioneer squads before you field the Tiger Ace, because it reduces your manpower so heavily there's pretty much no way you'll be able to build them once it's on the field. Oof. So Tiger Ace, of course, has excellent sight range. That's one of its benefits. Also has 50 range, so it will outrange the IS-2. So in a straight head-to-head fight, I think it will win, honestly. Should probably get a little bit closer, make these shots a bit more accurate, but perhaps he's trying to play it safe. Allies got the triple cap running at the moment. Axis in deep trouble. They have reconnected their cutoff now. Oh, did that Stuka get a squad there? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it got an MG in that garrison. And there we go, we see the Tiger Ace's sight range spotting that Cromwell in advance. Here comes the P4 trying to get a flank on it, prevent its retreat. And that's a dead Cromwell, nicely played there by Stormless. Here comes the AT gun though, Tiger Ace very low. So, oh, but here comes the Jagdtiger as well. This is going to be trouble for the IS-2. He's going to have a bit of trouble with the Jagdtiger. This thing does insane amounts of damage, even to a heavy tank like the IS-2. Now I don't know if it can bounce. Maybe, I think I looked it up once, and maybe it has like a 5% chance to bounce on the IS-2. Can't remember the exact penetration values. Maybe that was on the Pak-43. The Jagdtiger though, putting out some nasty shots here. Already got one kill. Oh, didn't kill. Oh, and there we go. Now it's got two. Kills the Cromwell. Oh, and the walking Stuka. There's a bit of damage to that land mattress. Still kicking. Here comes the IS-2 pushing forwards, trying to stop the Axis from re-engaging their territory. Flak Panzer joining the fun. Now the Allies are on the back foot here. They're getting pushed hard. A lot of veteran infantry making this push. Here comes the Tiger Ace. He's very low, but coming in for some support. I feel like at this stage we kind of need to see a mass of Cromwells from Ash. He's got a lot of fuel. He could probably mass about 3 of them. Make a daring push. The excellent mobility of the Cromwell. Try and flank these heavies. Still got quite a lot of support though. Still got this Panzer IV. Still got the Flak Panzer and the Tiger Ace. The other option is trying to go for more AT guns, but I'm not sure how successful that will be with the walking Stuka on the field. That walking Stuka, I believe it's Vet 2, and that's when it's got both of its recharge, decrease in recharge time thing. So that's sorry, I was blanking there. But that's when it's like firing at max speed, so it's recharging super quickly at Vet 2. That's the money level of veterancy there. That's really what you want with your walking Stuka. It can be kind of hard to vet it up to Vet 2, because as I said, the cooldown is a bit slow at Vet 0, but yeah, once you get to Vet 2, that thing recharges very, very quickly. Ooh, here we go. This could be nasty. You've got demo charge. This is a 6-man squad. Looks like they're coming around to the side of it. No, yeah, didn't get the wipers. Oh, but the T-70's there. Oh, he keeps hitting the light cover. He's coming in for an AT grenade. He's probably going to hit the AT grenade, but lose the squad. One more shot. Oh, he hits the light cover again. Here comes the Shrek. Oh, but he gets it with the final shot there. Incredible luck for that T-70. I mean, I suppose not. It was kind of payback, right, after all that bad luck at the start. Probably should have popped crew repairs as he's backing away there. No, I don't think it would have mattered actually. I don't think it would have gotten away. Would have tanked one more Shrek shot, but didn't have support nearby. Probably would have lost it anyway. Oh, IS-2's in big trouble, taking engine damage. Going head to head with the Tiger Ace. Rakitten on hand. We've got some Piets now. Actually, that's a pretty good counter for Ash, the Piets.
We're losing a capture point.
Going to come down to this next shot from the Tiger Ace. Oh, but he misses. Now he's backing into the Rakitten arc. This could be a dead Tiger Ace. No, he's quick enough, and that gets decrewed. So both these heavy tanks are going to limp away to safety after that bruising engagement. Looks like this is... oh yeah, I saw that. Get the 3rd kill. Now the Allies, I mean, look at the armies. They are falling behind the Axis. The Axis very low on VPs. I think the Allies may be just thinking about trying to drain those last few VPs. Try and win the game that way. But yeah, Piet's very good against heavy tanks because they're slow, so the Piets have a better chance of hitting. On top of that, their deflection damage is 66% of their penetrating damage. So even if the shot bounces off their frontal armor, for example, it'll still do 66% of its regular damage. So really almost doesn't even matter if the shot fails to penetrate for the Piet. And that's what makes them so powerful against heavy tanks. And why a lot of people think that they are maybe slightly overpowered. I've got a smoke grenade, but you can't see it once if you don't see it originally on screen. Here comes the Tiger Ace. Oh, we've got an SU-76. That's the Vet 3 one. Tiger Ace is back up to full. Stun grenade off target. Oh, Walking Stuka doesn't quite kill. Land Mattress does decrew that one though, and that's actually really low. One more Walking Stuka barrage would actually destroy the weapon. And there we see the Piets just going to work on this Tiger Ace. Look how much damage they're doing. They're getting the rear armor hits. It's probably using attack ground. Tiger Ace is going to go down here. No, Piets all miss. Attack ground's kind of backfire on them, but there we go. Down goes the Tiger Ace. That Stormless perhaps not paying quite enough attention there. Don't think he used Blitzkrieg. I don't know if it was on cooldown or not, but either way, that's a dead Tiger Ace. Maybe good, maybe bad for the Axis. It's hard to tell. Now he's got full manpower income once again. And he's got a lot of fuel in the bank, so he can pop out a number of tanks, but maybe it's too late for that. Maybe you just need to hang on to that Tiger Ace until the end of the game. Always hard to know. Looks like he used this one of these barrages. Before. Oh, Walking Stuka, no. Doesn't quite connect there, only gets one shot off. And what's that? Incendiary artillery trying to force away all those pioneers, but they're coming in. They're going toe to toe with the shock troops, and they're coming off worse for wear. Axis holding strong, refusing to release their control of the VPs. Go incendiary grenade onto the anticipated path of those combat engineers. Oh, but that's a big hit from the IS-2. That squad could go down here. I don't think he's paying attention. Yep, there it goes. Yag Tiger's moving in. It's a good shot off. IS-2's going to back away. Don't think he has sight anymore. Maybe he could use attack ground. Looks like he's coming forwards. I think he's just about within the threshold to take an AT grenade here. Looks like our MoaningMinnie's not doing that though. Still got this Vet 3 SU-76 here, and that should keep this P4 at bay. We've got a bunker coming down from Stormless. Doesn't really have that much munitions though. I can understand why he wants it, but yeah. Yag Tiger can almost one hit the SU-76. It does 320 damage. This has 400 health, so yeah. Very close to one hitting it. Oh, Commando grenade there, clears the kid. Got a bunker still covering that. He's trying to hide using the camouflage, but I don't think it's going to work. Still a bitter fight over these VPs. Axis desperately trying to hold on here. They are draining now extremely slowly. Allies putting a lot of pressure on this side as well. We've got the Piets coming over here, perhaps hoping to kill this bunker, doing a lot of damage to it. We're missing quite a few shots though. Missing a lot of shots now, and they're all suppressed. And actually it's going to be a mass retreat, but Commandos did manage to recloak after that. Bunker actually switched targets there. Oh, and that's another Commando grenade. Those things are just so overpowered as well. AoE on them is just insane. And also the timer on them, almost no fuse at all. No real time to react. Even if you react instantly, you're still going to take at least 2 models. unless they were off target with their toss. He's putting the pressure on though. They're going to try and cap the central VP. Axis down to 5 VPs now. He's got these shock troops in the center. Where is the Yak Tiger? Yak Tiger's back here. Now he's got to come in and try and deal with this IS-2 trying to cover the center. Got the land mattress just raining down on the center as well. Gets that? No, maybe he doesn't get that squad. Oh no, the Pits. Oh, they pick up the P4. That's unfortunate. Even with its high speed, you can't really charge into Pits head on because they will connect. You need to kind of come around from the side. Get a oblique angle on them. That way they will miss. And there we get to see how deadly those Pits are. One volley there, doing about a third damage to that Yak Tiger. And this is kind of where you need Panzerwerfer against this many Pits. But the problem, and this is why people think Royal Engineers are overpowered, and I kind of agree, is their Vet 3. At Vet 3, their reinforcement cost goes down to half, which is just insane. So even if you do bleed these heavily, I mean, wipe a lot of models, it's not actually going to bleed because they only cost half to reinforce. It's kind of obscene. Definitely needs to be looked at. I mean, if they knocked it down to 25%, I think that would still be alright. But 50% is just too big of a bonus. You just cannot bleed them high enough, which is why the pet blobs are so effective. Oof. Oh wow, these wipes, man. Here comes a P4, but he's just getting wrecked here. He's sitting in front of these pits, and there he goes. Match over. Well played by the Allies. And just a nice back and forth match there. It swings in both directions. And a nice adaptation there by the Allies there, especially by Ash going for pit blobs to try and counter that Axis heavy armor, and it worked out extremely effectively. And Tigeace did some good damage, but I mean, you know, that manpower tax really cost Stormless a lot. I felt like his army after the Tigeace had died was really quite small, not very effective. That may have cost them the game there. And of course the land mattresses showing their worth there. I mean, they both got decrewed quite a lot by the Walking Stukas, but these things were absolutely devastating. Yeah, maybe the Mad Hat needs to think a bit more thoroughly about his tech decisions. First off, putting his tech down here and then down here, when he should have just gone straight for the Ag Tiger, I felt, and then probably teched after that. Anyway, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.